Welcome back to another Anastasis Kallitsaris video. Today we are showcasing the new Bt31 Janemba deck. It's a very nice deck, very controlled deck. It's not, I think, as great as most people say, but it's very satisfying where you're playing very nice. First of all, the leader, let's check out this Janemba. When this card attacks, look at top 5 cards. You add up to one red evil incarnate. I wish it was just one evil incarnate and not a red specifically, but okay. When your life is at 4 or less, or you have 2 energy and the red Z extra in your battle area, you draw one card, switch one of your energy, and go down to 6 life. That's a nice awakening, very easy. You always do it on the second turn. Awaken side, it's a solid awakening side. Negate the keywords skills of all your battle cards. This is very unfortunate, but I think if this wasn't here, the deck would be very strong, I think. And this important per moment, during your turn, your evil incarnate is played. The minus you will do against power or combo power gets doubled. And then activate main, discard one evil incarnate and draw 2 cards. This is also a little bit unfortunate because we have to include some evil incarnates that we're not very happy to have them, but you need names to always have this activate main alive. So let's begin. We have our 1 cost. This usually you won't be playing it unless you're going first and if you mulligan for it. If you go second, you can just swing with your leader, charge one Z energy and then play just a Z extra. I don't think it's very strong play to play this at the first turn when going second. When going first, you can play this. We have the 3 cost. This is one of the better cards you have in this deck. You can minus 20 ignoring barrier if you play it right. I think it's the most important card in the deck. It also helps fill your drop, because every time it gets played you have to burst 1 card, and this is not optional, you have to burst 1 card. Then the 4 cost, this is a very nice and interesting card. Activate main, activate battle. He gets played after 2 energies. You can negate a 5 combo power, and if it's at the turn it's played, then it's 10. So you can also minus 10 a super combo. So the way it works is when your opponent combos a card, then you have to declare if you want to minus 5 or 10 this combo. If you do, of course, it's once per turn, and then he keeps comboing. And then activate main, you replay it. Well, yeah, you just replay it and then draw 1 card. And because this is once per turn, you can have this effect again. But this is limit 1, so if you have 2 copies of this, you can only do it once. Then we have Demonic Howl. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck. This is actually a true +1 because you take 1 card of your life, and then when it's played, you draw 1. And you get the attack, of course. It's a very nice card, I like this. We have Janemba, Baby Janemba. This is another one of the most important cards. Your big boss monster. You usually play it for 1 with the extra card. We check that a little bit later. For its keyword, you minus 5. This is a permanent effect, so it ignores barrier. And when it's played due to your leader, is minus 10. So it's a very strong counterplay attack with the extra card. We'll see that in a moment. Another Baby Janemba. This is not a very good card, I think. You won't be playing very often. This is here because it's a name, it's a Baby Janemba, and it's playable with the extra card, with the counterplay. Another Janemba name, again, it's okay, it minus 10 or 20 unisons, it's not an activate battle, which is the same, and you cannot play it with the Z extra. But it's an evil incarnate, so it's a name, so we want that. Another boss monster, this is a turn 4 or turn 5 play. This is the only way I think that you close a game and you win a game. It's very hard to win a game without keywords, unfortunately, but this is a card that helps you with that. So that this is another reason the deck is very control. Yeah, here we have a blue card. This is one of the 2 blue cards of the deck. Again, another evil incarnate. You want evil incarnates in your deck. It goes well with your leader because he has to discard 1 to draw 2. This is just a card to initiate some aggression at some point if you want, especially in turn 5 when you pair it with this guy. Just return him to your hand, you play him, and you keep on going with the aggression. And also the verse 2 helps a lot. Hellish Fusion, this is the important card of the deck. This is the card you play your big monster, your big boss monster with for 1. And there's a very interesting play, I'll show it to you at the end, where you can do it at turn 2 100% when you have 2 energies. So second round, you just counterplay this guy. And your opponent has a very hard time dealing with him at the very early rounds. Okay, then we have buying time. This is a generic nice Bt31 red card, draws 1 card and doesn't specify your life, so you can control your life this way. It's a generic red card, it's a good card, you can play it. And then Explosive Dance, you have your Z extra from very early on, so this card is always alive. And Testing Depositions, another generic red defensive option. You can change it, you can play the red Scouter card, whatever you prefer. Just a generic super combo. It's very important. It's an Overrealm. And it's a low overrealm, so you want that. You can even do this in your second round. You warp something 20 power or less, and also when he gets warped at the end of the round of the turn, this is also very important. You can regain some of your important cards that are in warp. I usually pair this with a big guy because you don't need this guy at the early stages of the game. So you can discard him and then warp him with Overreal, you don't care. He gets warped and then you pick him up back. And then I play Bulma for a secret. This is just to charge combo attack Janemba, that's why we play 4 copies. You need this at the 4th round, 4th turn. So 4th turn you can do this combo with Bulma and Janemba to play this guy at 4th round. So at 4th turn, usually, even if you get soft flat-gated, you can still play through it. You can have some attacks, make your leader 20, 25, sometimes 30 until the end of the turn, and then with your Z extra, you boost him even more. So it's a nice play. If you have these both cards at earlier turns, you can still do the combo. Draw 2 cards, charge a blue card, you charge him, and then you have some plays that don't require red energy. You can actually have only 2 cards, unfortunately. That's the one, and the other one is this guy. So you can use it for him. And then for Z deck, we have the Z extra, one of the most important cards in the deck again. You play the 1 cost, you get It's Z stack with the 2 cost. You don't actually hard cast this. Activate battle, you warp one of your evil incarnates, so this works with the blue or the red as well, the black ones as well, and your leader gets 5 for the turn. A very nice combo, I'll show you at the end again with this. And then activate main, you don't usually use this. You KO a 5 cost or less, 5000 power or less. And when you do this, the 2 cost gets on top. Limit 1 for 1 red, you replay the 1 cost, and you can play 1 4 cost or less from the warp. This is activate main or battle. There's a nice battle trick with this as well. Or activate main for 1 red, you remove this card and play 1 6 cost or less from the warp. Then another Z extra, this is if you are really sure you're going for game to boost a little bit your power. This is just a generic nice card for 2 energies, a barrier removal, even though this deck doesn't have a huge problem with barrier removal, but this is another option. Defender of Life, just a regular nice red card. Bio Broly, very strong. Maybe you can remove Defender of Life and play 2 Bio Broly's. This is obviously a very strong card. Android, again, it helps with barrier removal and a little bit of defense. And then another defensive option. So if you're out of options and your plays all the time, they're getting counterplayed or destroyed, and you cannot keep a board and you cannot advance, then you can play these unisons to just play defensive. This is very strong, it gives you a little 5 until the end of your opponent's turn. It goes very well with your Z extra. So just a defensive options until you'll get to the 5th energy and you play the big guy. And let's see some options here. So yeah, this doesn't really work. At the first I thought that it says when your red Z card is played, and I thought it went well with the Z extra, but when the Z stack gets flipped, it doesn't count as played. So this doesn't work in this deck, unfortunately. Another copy with this. This is just some Unison hate, Unison removal, it's a nice card. This is if you want to play more defensive. This is the same, again the same, these go together. So yeah, this is the deck. I think it's a very good deck. It's not the best, I think it's not even one of the best decks, red decks at this moment. Warp Zeta is obviously way better. Red Bt31 Gogeta is also very nice. And then we have the older red decks like Pan Reboot, Kid Goku. All these decks I think are a little bit better. But where this deck excels is when you have a more defensive gameplay. It has a lot of plays in your opponent's turn, and it's very rewarding when you catch your opponent and you're doing plays that he's not expecting. He's attacking you, you are -20 with this guy, ignoring barrier. You draw, it doesn't draw a lot, but it's a very solid deck in the upcoming meta, I think, and it's very interesting. I think you should give it a try. For secret, it's very hard to decide on the secret because your keywords will get negated. A lot of people also play the black pan, which is also flat gate. Yeah, it's nice. You can switch this. It's fine. So let's see what a typical turn 1 plays looks like in this deck. So this is our hand. We can just charge 1 of our cards. Top 1, play the 1 cost. This guy lets you look at top 5 and then you add up to 1 evil incarnate. So this is a better tutor than your leader, who only checks up to a red evil incarnate. So when you're going second, you have your energy marker. Again, charge one of your cards. I think going second is a little bit nicer. You sync at your leader. You combo something that you don't need. It's either 1 cost. Put it to your drop. You play your Z extras. So you can awaken next round, and now you have an evil incarnate in drop. So during your opponent's turn, he has 2 energies, and you can spam this guy, activate battle for 1, draw 1 card, play this card. You need to have an evil incarnate in your drop to play him, and your opponent needs to have. No, he doesn't need to have 2 energies, but he's very good. You play him, you -10 ignoring barrier, you draw 1 card. You mill 1 card, which is very important later on, and it helps you set up your Hell's Fusion play in the next round. Okay, so now let's see the Hell's Fusion and Baby Janemba combo. You're going second or first, but let's say you went second, which I believe this is the strongest way to play this deck. You have taken 2 life from enemy attack maybe, so the only need you think is Baby Janemba and Hell's Fusion to complete this play. So we start with charge, leader, attacks enemy leader, you check top 5, you pick up a red evil incarnate. This is also a way to pick up your 6 cost. Let's say we take this. You have your Z extra, so you can activate battle, you can play him. This one requires 2 energy. For your opponent has 2 energy. So the energy that you will instant won't go to waste. You awaken, go down to 6, restand, draw a card. Have another 6 cost. It's nice. End of the battle, doesn't matter. Again, you attack your leader, your opponent's leader. He defends. You then activate his main. He gets warped. He gets replayed in rest. You draw another card. Now you activate your leader's effect. Activate main. You discard 1 evil incarnate. You have to discard the Baby Janemba, and you draw 2 cards. So the second turn obviously is your strongest play. Now here you can keep maybe putting some pressure, but you don't have to actually. But you can do that if you want. You can play another one. If you have drew something else, you can play something else to spend your energy. But I would suggest you don't play anything else. You end your turn with 2 energies active. So this player will always be alive, and I'll show you why. So it's turn 3 for your opponent. So the play is that whenever your opponent plays a card, tap 1, you play Hell's Fusion, which requires you to warp 1 evil incarnate in your battle area and 1 baby in your drop area. So you have to warp him or anything else you have played already, and Baby Janemba. And because Hell's Fusion says you play up to 1 6 cost, he doesn't have to be at the warp before you play Hell's Fusion. So you can warp him and then play him. So that's the play. And because now he's played at the same turn, your opponent cannot activate keyword skills, and they take -10 power for each keyword skill. So this is very, very strong. This is a very soft flat gate at the very early turns, it's very strong. Now why I say it's better to keep 2 energies up. So let's say Health Fusion is back and it's like that, we're like that. Let's say his leader has an ability to first KO out Janemba. So he does that, he KOs, now you don't have an Evil Incarnate to activate Health Fusion. So when he attacks, you tap 1, you draw 1 card, you play him, you mill 1 again, and then you have another Evil Incarnate in your field in order to play Health Fusion. If it's not him, you have him also, he's activate battle again. So you have a lot of options to do it, even if you don't have Evil Incarnate in your field at this moment. So for 2, play him, then whatever he plays next, you counterplay, Health Fusion, Warp, Warp Baby, and then play Baby. And of course, because Janemba got Warp, he gets replayed, and then you minus 10 ignoring barrier again. It's a very strong play. I like this play, it's very strong. So yeah, this was the deck profile for Janemba. I wouldn't say it's blue-red just because of this play. I would say just pure red Janemba. I really prefer the pure version. I've seen the red-blue version. I don't think it's very good. And Damian said that there's also a black-red version, which I really want to see. He plays the Evil Science Secret Rare, but I'm waiting for too long for Damian to upload this profile and I couldn't wait, so that's why I made this profile. I hope you liked the video, I hope you liked the deck profile. Definitely give it a try, I think it's a very interesting deck. It's very rewarding, as I said before. I really like the deck. And you can have some success, I believe, actually, with this deck. So yeah, definitely give it a try. If you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, support the new Europe content creators. We're trying our best. We have a lot of videos, a lot of upcoming content, and yeah, see you later.